Very cool. So, and we'll find a way to link to that in the show notes as well. A few other universities since then have followed with building their own sandboxes for faculty, staff, and students to experiment with AI. Just, folks listening, they're not experts in this. Talk about the difference between having access to a university sandbox for AI tools versus accessing these models just like the rest of the public does,
Right.
and how how faculty, staff, students ought to be thinking about this.
Right. So one is a little bit of a warning and admonition. I think in that first year of either, again, sort of utopian or dystopian interest in what this new generative AI thing might look like, we were taking significantly a lot of naive risks in using the consumer version of the technology. And I had a chance to literally move, all over the country to try to make the case that we need to be very careful, speaking to my counterparts, speaking to security officials, speaking to presidents, because everyone wanted to dive into the deep end right away without understanding sort of what the parameters needed to be. So that's sort of the first piece. The consumer experience is great. Just be extremely mindful that it's basically a public bulletin board outside your door, your office, along the way. And the machines are going to get tuned. The actual, again, LLM, this is not specific to OpenAI or anybody else. This is just the way the machine learning part of the generative AI offering actually works. It needs data to actually to train and get tuned along the way. Here at ASU, the OpenAI, as I said at the top, is actually part of 34 different large language models that we've created in our sandbox that is available here. And a lot of what I think, the community needs to know now is it's still extremely early days. Like this is really, we're in the middle of or heading towards the playoffs in baseball. So to use that analogy, it's still just the bottom of the first inning. And so we have to be very careful where we place bets.